your girl Jackie Aina. Welcome back to my channel. Hey
guys, what's up? It's Emem back with another video. So today, as you can see from the title, I'm actually going to try to follow a Jackie Aina tutorial. So you guys know Jackie Aina, you guys love her, I'm sure you guys know her. She has millions of subscribers and she is this amazing makeup artist that just like beats her face like it's nothing. Like she always looks good, like she's always popping, always like, you know, on point. She's also Nigerian, so you know, repping us. And so it's Christmas time, it's a holiday season, and so I decided to do a video just like trying to, you know, follow her tutorial and let's see how it goes. I've actually never really sat down and followed the tutorial step by step before, like ever. Like I watch it and I'm like, oh, this is how you do this little thing, but I've never actually like sat down and like followed step by step. So I'm gonna do it today, you know, the holiday season, get myself glammed up, you know. Hopefully it comes out the way she did it, because you know a lot of times we do makeup and we think we're following it, but it comes out like a crazy woman, you end up looking crazy. And so let's see my skills, you know. Let me see if I can follow the Jackie. Anyway, so if it's your first time on my channel, make sure to subscribe down low and like this video. Actually, everyone like this video, so comment down low and just like join the family, you know. And without further ado, let's try to follow this tutorial, man. Let's do this.
Now let's really for real get started. Let's get it popping.
So the way I'm gonna be doing this is that I definitely don't have all the products that she has, and so I'm gonna be using all the products that I have that are similar to what she has. So like my foundation, like the color of the lip, I have like a lipstick that's just kind of the same color and things like that. So I'm just gonna be using things that are like around the same color and look alike, because I'm not gonna go buy everything she has. No, NARS foundation, that's expensive. So that's how I'm gonna be doing this, and so I'm just gonna be following along with my products, and all the products that I use will be linked down low in the description box, so check that out if you're interested in anything that I use.
So let's start off with primer. I'm gonna be using the NARS Pour and Shine Control Primer.
So for my primer, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Prime Time Primer, Foundation Primer.
So there's this new SPF I've been using from this company called Glow. Non-purple ultraviolet glow. This is my Visionaire Eye Correction by Lancome, by the way. I always put that on under my eye.
Okay, so she has a lot of base products that she uses, like the primer and the moisturizer and everything. I just use primer. That's so interesting that she also uses her eye cream, but like I use eye cream in the morning because like that's part of my skincare routine, but then not before I wear my makeup, so that's interesting.
You guys know the drill. After primer, I usually apply some powder, and I've become a new believer and a new fan.
That's so interesting. I've never heard of powder after primer. That's so interesting. So let's see how this turns out. That's so different. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Let's see how this turns out.
So I'm gonna take my sponge and I'll be applying that into my problem areas. Pretty much the center of my face, right in here, right with the pores. The pores do the most clap backage right in here, and I don't appreciate that, especially like right around the holidays. Like I kind of feel like I'm a better person, you know, like I didn't serve my country for my pores to be doing the most.
So just because I'm kind of scared of this method, I didn't put as much as she put, because she seemed like she put a lot, or maybe just the color of the powder that she used, but I feel like I put a good amount, so I just put it in the areas that she put it in.
The All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, it really is a beautiful foundation.
So I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty foundation. I forget the name, but it's a Fenty Beauty foundation.
So we're just gonna go in, we're just gonna start with that, and if I feel like I need more, then I need more. We'll go with it.
So she used a brush for that foundation. I always use my beauty blender, but then I also have a brush, so let's try that method and see how that turns out.
I actually just realized I've never used the Evolution powder underneath my foundation, and I do think it was a little too yellow for that before step. If you feel like my foundation is a little bit more yellow, it's definitely not this, it's just the powder.
So I always had this foundation brush, but I never used it because I kind of got used to using the beauty sponge or whatever to put my foundation on. So I feel like this is one of like the first times I'm ever using it. It's going on nicely, I guess. I don't know if I like the way it's blending though. And of course I don't have like a professional brush like her, so mine is just like this Vanity Planet brush. I got it in like a set, and so it's a foundation brush from that set, and so that's what I'm using. I'm sure she has like a way better brush. So just to be safe, because I prefer this method, I'm just going to use my beauty blender and like try to press the foundation into my skin.
Correct. I wasn't gonna contour for this tutorial, but now I kind of have to because I don't want my face looking extra light bright.
I actually think I'm liking the idea of having powder under, because I kind of see kind of a highlight here already, but at the same time I feel like my foundation went on nicely in those areas than normal, so I kind of like it already. Let's see. So to contour for me, I'm going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I feel like they've changed the name of it, I'm not sure, but this is like the darkest one that they had last year. I think they've added more shades and like changed stuff, and so that's what I'm going to be using to contour. It's not the best for my skin because it's not kind of dark enough, but that's kind of what I use.
This is a new one. Ooh! From NARS in the color Almond. And a Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki F79 brush. I'm gonna just attack it. Boom, bam. And apply that under my eyes.
So for my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using Riche, same Colourpop concealer, but in the shade Rich Tan. This is also changed. I think the name has changed as well. So I'm gonna be putting that under my eye like she did.
See, usually I use the P89, but this is kind of popping. It looks blended already. What's you guys' favorite concealer right now? Holler in the comments down below. Hit the chin and the center of my 5 head.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and blend the contouring things like she did.
Now I'm blending this out with a beauty blender sponge. I am gonna be adding another concealer though. There's levels to this. Don't ever forget that. Yes, cheekbones. All up along here, all up along your temples. How's that for snatched? Blend your forehead contour first before you get into the light part, like blend from the outside into the center, just so that it looks more, I'm not gonna say natural, but you know, it just looks more flattering. Ain't nobody got time to be looking natural.
Ooh, this is looking good. I'm liking it so far. I don't know, it looks good. I just really like when foundation looks good. Like when foundation and concealer and everything is blended together, it looks really good. And actually, I'm kind of seeing the contouring a little bit, even if it's not that dark. But I'm kind of seeing it coming out, and I'm looking, ooh, looking good. And this is actually very different for me because the first thing I usually do whenever I do my makeup is my eyebrows, and the fact that she hasn't done eyebrows yet is literally freaking me out because I'm like scared because I'm so used to doing my eyebrows first before even going into foundation or anything. So I'm kind of scared. So I'm just like, when the heck are you gonna be doing your eyebrows? So let's see what's going to happen because I'm actually freaking out right now. So she went in with another layer of concealer, which is very interesting, but I don't have any other concealer. That's the only concealer I have, and I don't think going in with another layer is going to help me because under my eyes are already kind of bright, so I like how they are, and so I'm not going to add any extra concealer.
Back to the Evolution powder, I'm going to go ahead and set the under eye area and my forehead, center my face.
So going back to my Sacha Buttercup powder, let's set under the eye like Jackie. This is definitely a step that I kind of took out of my makeup routine because I felt like it made my makeup like look too bright and like too fake, I don't know, so I'm kind of baked, so I kind of took it out. But since she's doing it, let's see, maybe when I do it following her it would look better. Okay, it's looking good, it's looking good. I'm actually liking it, it looks good. I think my foundation is just like so beautiful right now and everything is looking good.
Come a little closer, yeah.
Oh, hello. Alright, so I don't have all the colors that she has, and so the deep red is probably not going to come out, but then I'm going to be using like a mixture of all the palettes that I have and just trying to find the right color that fits what she's doing. I'm going to be using the You Had Me at Hello palette by Colourpop. I'm also going to be using the Too Faced chocolate palette, very popular, and also this little elf eyeshadow thing that I have. And so there's only 3 things I'm going to be using to just try to find a color that fits what she's doing.
Now I'm patting that color on as close to my lash line as possible because I want to try to minimize how much fallout we get. This is definitely not like a throw-on look. Like doing this in steps is going to really give you the best outcome. So take your time, drive slow, homie. Okay, so take your time. I'm also rounding the shape. I never really do a round eye. Fallout, no, you not. No, the hell you not. I'm not about to.
So that's what it looks like. Mine is more purplish than burgundy, but I feel like it's quite similar. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it under my eyelid as well, like she did.
Coming and mess up all my hard work. I'm gonna take dust now and blend that along my bottom lash line. Now with my pencil brush, I'm smoking that out. Then to soften up the crease area, I'm going to take Riche.
For my transition color, I'm just going to be using a light top purple, this one right here called Look See. And I'm just going to put it in my crease like she did.
And just start adding that in as a transition color. This is almost kind of giving me sunset eye vibes. That's not really the look I was going for, but whatever. Doing little baby strokes, bruh, little baby strokes, bruh.
I'm just gonna be darkening it a little bit with this Pulling Strings color, the dark one, just to kind of fit the vibe that she's going for. Just so it's not the exact same thing, but as you can see, it's similar and dark. So this is kind of how you can get your own style out of someone's video. You don't have to copy it like exactly, but then you can get something similar to, like, you know, make it your own kind of thing. I use like some glimmery one like on top here in my crease and things like that. So I think it looks good. Let's keep going.
Okay, so here goes my favorite lash for like matte, dark, smoky eyes like this.
So it looks like she put on some mascara, but I'm gonna be skipping the eyelashes because I'm not gonna put any eyelashes in for this look today. So I'm just gonna use my mascara. So I use the Benefit to the Real mascara. I love this thing. I feel like this is the best mascara that I've used and I'm sticking to it. It's so good. Yeah, so my mascara is on. It looks good. I'm actually liking the look so far. I think it looks really good and like nice. So sis hasn't talked about her brows this whole time. She hasn't even mentioned it. I don't know if she's gonna do her brows. I'm just like, okay, let's see what's happening. For bronzer, I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. bronzer that I got for a Christmas present, and shine it, girl.
While that lash glue dries, I'm going to take my Casino bronzer from NARS and, you know, shine it, girl. I really wanted the cheeks to be like warm and youthful and just peachy, so I'm going to take Rose d'Oro from Milani.
Okay, so your girl wants to use blush. I don't use blush, but I do have blush. I do own blush. It's Bare Minerals. It's like this palette that they have that has 2 highlighters and then a blush. So I'm going to be using the blush from this. It's Rose Matte. And she said she wants it to be peachy. So let's try peachy, I guess.
And you can really go, well, at least on my skin tone, but it barely shows up, so I'm just gonna like keep.
To be honest, I don't use blush because honestly I just don't see it on my skin. Like no matter how much I put blush, it just doesn't come out. Like I don't see it. Like what's happening?
Keep adding and adding and adding because it's such a pretty color.
She's using a mystery highlighter. I'm gonna use these highlighters. I usually just mix them up and like put them on. They're also not very bright, so you won't really see it that much, but they're good enough for me.
Blur. Now adding a mystery highlighter. And this look I think is screaming for some brow bone highlight, so I'm gonna take a little bit, a tinctures of that highlight right in this area, like right at the peak. I rarely do that. I have to be in some kind of mood to do the brow bone situation.
Okay, so she's talking about brow highlighter, but she hasn't exactly filled in her brow. So I'm guessing that she already did it off camera because I couldn't really tell if she had done it because it kind of seems like very natural. So I guess she did it off camera, so I'm gonna do my brows now. Very late in the game, but I'm gonna do my brows now because it seems like she's already done it. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows. I just filled it in a little bit and then used my concealer to highlight and conceal and everything. I guess I can put a little bit of highlighter here. Never done that before. Interesting. And I feel like the look has come together. Okay, so I changed outfits, you know, for the final look. But of course, I haven't done my lips yet. Okay, so she's going into doing her lips now. And for me, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Riche Matte Lip Liner. I just got this from a drugstore. And I'm also going to be using Fenty Beauty's Mattemoiselle in the shade Griselda.
I'll be using this as a lip liner. I'm not covering my Cupid's bow.
It's interesting that she talks about covering your Cupid's bow. I've actually never heard of that before. I always follow my Cupid's bow. So let's try that.
Especially when I'm gonna do a sexy color, I just go right over it. I just do.
How do you even do that? Okay.
A straight line instead of following my Cupid's bow. No, I just like the way that looks better. So after applying Endangered Red as a liner and then feathering it out, you'll end up with something that looks like this, and the magic is just beginning, so hold on to your draws. Then Tundra is, I think, gonna be paired really well with Endangered Red. They both have kind of like a red undertone. Tundra looks a little bit more rustic. I'm applying that in the middle of my lips, basically filling in the gaps or Endangered Red.
So now I'm gonna be applying Griselda. As you can see, it's kind of lighter than the lip liner, so kind of to give like the ombre look that she's trying to do, but instead of the metallic look, it's more of like a blend of reds.
Left off, so that gives us a nice transition. Ooh. Ooh. That's kind of cute though. I had no idea how this was gonna turn out. I just went with it. But I love how it's giving me metallic and matte at the same time. Spellbound is a really light, rosy metallic.
Ooh, that looks really, that's like really deep red. Wow. Also, I really don't like this idea of covering a Cupid's bow because I feel like I can't. Like, look at how awkward it looks. I'm just gonna clean that up. Not to kind of give it the shine that she has. I don't have like metallic lipsticks, but I do have the, hold on, I'm trying to open the pack. The Fenty Beauty lip balm, I guess lip gloss balm, and I'm just gonna put it on top to gloss it up and make it like shine.
The color that we are going to pop right in the middle. I'm especially concentrating it right in the Cupid's bow. Oh, that is fabulous. Definitely gonna want to add this shade right above your Cupid's bow if you want your lips to look more fuller. Shimmer's always gonna get it pop. And there you have it. That is our final look. How about now with my bag? Oh! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on today's video. And one more.
So that's the final look. That's what I came up with. It's not exactly like hers. I wish my eyes were like darker like hers. Like hers were like really dark and like ugh, you know. But I feel like this turned out really nice. I feel like it's very like holiday-ish, you know, with the deep reds and like the purple on my eyelids and everything. So I really enjoyed following this tutorial. It's actually so much fun following tutorials. I actually really enjoyed this. And Jackie is always entertaining, and it's always so great to watch her and just like see like see her be bright and amazing. And so I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you guys liked the final look. I hope you guys think that I did a good job. I tried. I tried. I think it's also helpful to see that you can recreate a look with very different products, and you don't have to always have the same products as the person who does the tutorial. And so like I was able to bring out something beautiful, even if I didn't have the exact same eyes, but it's still beautiful. And so you have to know that you don't always have to have the same products. You don't have to have the expensive stuff. You can always recreate these things in your way with your product and achieve it, you know. Try it out. Also, comment down what you think about my version and let me know if you think I did a good job. I hope I did a good job, but let me know down in the comment section if I did a good job. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Keep watching my videos, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Peace and strength.